What's up, everybody? It's Chris from the Omega Dudes. Look, we get it. Not everybody has time to watch a full episode, so we made these Omega Bites, short clips for you dudes out there living a fast lifestyle. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. Drop a comment in the comment section, seriously.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
You have our permission to go ham, so light it up. Get ready for the clip. SpaceX. Their Starship, which has been making headlines all over the place because it's a pretty radical concept, it just had its first flight and the landing was a little bit rough. Let's just say that. In fact, I found a GIF and I'm going to play it in the little logo screen right now. So as you can see, here it comes. Touchdown, touchdown. Boom.
Chris,
Boom.
I have to settle for the bronze this year. That's a rough.
They definitely did not stick the landing on that one. But the thing is, though, is that Elon Musk is actually pretty happy with the whole thing. Chaz, let's hear from you. You did a little bit of research. Our correspondent Chaz over here. What'd you find out?
Well, they call it the SN8. They've had 8 versions of this thing, and this actually made the longest flight. They took it 8 miles up, went through the stratosphere, came down. Elon Musk wasn't even worried. Like if you watch him, he's even afterwards, he's still laughing and smoking a cigar. He said there was a 66% chance that was going to happen. He didn't even care.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a new thing. He was
excited as all get out, and he knew what the problem was, but they pushed through it anyway because they were testing all the other automated features and stuff of this thing.
Yeah.
Plus, they already have another one built and ready to go. The SN9s they're already planning its flight. It's already done.
They've just been rolling these things out, and which is crazy because what did you say that the engines on these things, the rocket engines, cost?
$62 million
a piece.
The engines, yeah, and this thing has 3 of them. 3.
Wow,
it's like
that's crazy.
And we're not even talking about the rest of the shell and everything because thankfully they do this for like a third of the cost of what NASA used to. I think every space flight for them was like $17 billion.
Yeah,
and that was 20 years ago. But that was 20 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing it for a fraction of that. But still, they're using a stainless steel construction rather than all the titanium and plating that NASA used to use. And it's a much better product.
Well, they're not paying $50,000 for toilet seats. You know what I mean? So
that's true. Well, I don't think they have seats in spaceships for the toilet, though. They just have that little vacuum hole, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just stick it on your junk and out you go.
Yeah, boom.
A wide mouth vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, cutting costs. That's brilliant.
Speaking of which, by 2022, Elon Musk is planning on having SpaceX chartering its first commercial flights into space. Oh. No joke. For the low price of starting at $1 million, you can go to space.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. I actually I read about the rideshare program that they're going to be doing, and I don't know if this is related at all, but this is more for payload things. And as long as you weigh under 200 kilograms, it's about $1 million, depending on what orbit you want to be launched into. But if you're over 200 kilograms, for every kilogram over, I think it's another $5,000, which is just pocket change for going to space. But
you're already
it's awesome.
Putting that kind of money down.
Yeah, absolutely. And even though this thing crashed, what we got to remember is that SpaceX has really done a lot for space travel and innovation. Yeah. I mean, their rockets, what was it, the Falcon 9? I can't remember what the first one was, but the self-landing rocket, reusable rocket. I mean, we didn't have anything like that before. First of its kind. Yeah, and remember how many times?
There's no one even close to these guys on any.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's talking about having people on Mars by 2026. And NASA's hoping to have people back on the moon by 2024, but Elon Musk is pushing to have the Mars thing by 2024. So it's like, who's going to be the first one there? Is it going to be the U.S. government or is it going to be Elon Musk?
Yeah,
my money's on Musk.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I I always, I always put my money on private investment.
I was going to say private enterprise for sure.
Yeah, private enterprise.
Well, I mean, Elon Musk comes up to you and goes, "Hey, man, I need an investor. I've got a new business venture idea. Well, how much do you need, bro?"
No kidding.
I've got $10. Here you go. Just put my name on that owner thing. I will follow you anywhere.
Absolutely. So, yeah, we'll see what happens going forward. It's actually pretty cool. I'm looking forward to what happens with this whole Starship thing. I mean, it's stainless steel spaceship. I mean, it's just iconic. It's so radical. It's got that super heavy rocket. Yeah.
It's cost effective. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, maybe the final design, he'll use like titanium or something because it's lighter. I don't know. Maybe it's stainless steel just because they're all test flights and it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, there were some reasons for that. I won't talk about it too much now because I can't remember exactly what it was, but it had something to do, I think, with like re-entry and reusability or something like that is why he chose stainless steel. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, there was a reason for it. But
no, guys, you're thinking too far into it. He's just going for that that retro Rocketeer mid-century modern is hot right now. That's what he's going for.
He wanted it to look like a monolith. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, right.
Yeah, we're gonna take one of them. We're gonna put it in space.
He grew up with all of his father's, the future is coming little cartoons that they had back in like the 50s where everything was stainless steel and super shiny and glass and
it was like watching a Looney Tunes cartoon. You got Marvin the Martian trying to land this thing, and it just went.
Yeah, let's pull that back up again. Here it goes. Oh, yeah, ow. And I know that it was a test flight, and they got all of the data they were hoping for. They were testing flight controls and all that stuff, control surfaces, everything. But still, I mean, that's a big explosion. I'll just say that.
So $180 million ish.
Yeah, I think that if I had been working on, I mean, and I'm not calling the man a liar, not calling him a liar, but if I, had this company that was designing space flights that were already talking about ride-sharing programs, and one of them goes up in a ball of flames on re-entry, I think the first thing that I would think of when people are like, "Hey man, what's up with that?" I'd be like, "Nah, I meant to do that, dog."
Yeah, well, the dude also brought bringing astronauts to the ISS back to the U.S. So I mean, hey, he's kicking ass. That's all there is to it. Yeah. So
bad props, bad respect for that man.
Definitely. So again, big news about Star Wars coming up, but we got a couple other stories we're going to touch on first. Comment if you saw that SpaceX explosion. We want to hear what you thought about it. What do you think of SpaceX going to Mars? You think they'll hit their 2026 target? Let us know down in the comment section.
I also want to know, when y'all are in the comment section too, I want to hear maybe a little bit about what's this going to look like with the what's this going to make the moon hoax conspiracy theorists say when we start going back to the moon and Mars? Holy cow!
Yeah, how flat earthers.
What's that going to look like?
Oh yeah.
And finally, Elon Musk versus NASA. Which one you got your money on?